Well, good morning, Facebook and all the world. David Art Day here. It's a Saturday morning edition of Heard Over Coffee. So, just heard some interesting news. There's some hope that Nathan J. Moody and his beautiful wife, Amy Rose, will be doing a live stream. Just talked to him back and forth. So, what are we going to talk about today? What do you guys want to hear? Anything going on in your world that's interesting? So, today I want to go through a couple of thank yous, including Jackson's Food Stores in Boise State. I'm going to talk about the TP Temptress, my beautiful wife. We're going to talk about what she's doing going on here. We're going to talk about a kitchen edition of Heard Over Coffee. We're going to get photobombed by the cats any moment. We're going to talk about some of the things you can do to help yourself and to help the world in these trying times. And talk about financial distancing in these horrible times. And then I got an interesting announcement to make about my YouTube channel. So here we are, Saturday morning, mediocre weather. It's kind of been mediocre since all this happened, I think. The universe is trying to tell us that maybe what we need to do is to slow down. Take a little more time. I'm not getting any comments. Is there anybody out there? Am I talking to myself? No, well, I'll talk to myself. I've been doing that for years. There we go. Zig's on. Okay, at least I got one viewer. I'm up to one. So let's talk about what we need to talk about here. First, man, I got to thank you. We had 140 views yesterday. That's up from 100. This thing is growing by leaps and bounds. I must be doing something right, and I appreciate that. There is a button in your Facebook that will let you subscribe, not subscribe, but it will give you a notification when it is that I am on. I am doing these every morning at 9:30. I plan to do this until this all is over. And then I will probably do one more from a real coffee shop, which I am very, very, very much looking forward to. So how's the sound this morning, guys? I got a fancy new microphone over here. What do you think about that? Came from my wonderful daughter-in-law, Kara Jackson. If it was any slower, so it's not, oh man, I might have to buy some new routery stuff. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't have any of that sort of equipment. It is what it is. So, I got a hunch that it's going to be a little bit on the weak side today. Sorry about that, folks. I don't have any way of fixing it. So, the technical issues still continue. I'm doing this literally on a shoestring in my basement, so it is going on the way it is going on, and there's nothing I can do. Well, let me see here. Nope, nothing I can do. Hopefully, it's probably my wife's probably watching movies or something upstairs. I need to ask her to not do that when I'm on. So we'll see if we can figure that out. All right, so where was I? I want to do some thank yous. Thank you all. Thank you, especially to my friends, to Robert, the Marks, my friend Tina from Nevada, and I had a very nice conversation last night. It's wonderful to be more in touch with some of my people that I've been involved with forever. We complain about Facebook, but man, is it a great way to connect with people. So one of the things you can do in these crazy times is call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. It's kind of fun. In fact, it's really fun. Or message them if you're one of those social people that don't like telephones. So do that. So I don't know if you saw this in the local news, but Jackson's Food Store has done a very, very good thing. What they're going to do is obviously convenience stores are essential, very essential, and they are going to give their employees bonuses because they're in the front lines. But they're not just going to hand them a check. What they're going to do is they're going to hand them a gift card from a local restaurant. I think that's a fantastic way to support your community. So I ask you, if you get a chance to buy some gas at Jackson's, do that. John Jackson is very communicatively involved, and it's kind of cool that he's doing that. Again, it's very, very, very cool that Albertsons has put up shields, plexiglass. All the Northwest Division, which Boise is included, is finished already. They got out there and they got that done. It's fantastic. So, one more thing I want to talk about is Boise State has gotten together with several local schools, libraries, businesses, and they are creating face guards, PPEs, they're calling personal protective equipment. And here's what they're doing. I'm going to expand this out a little. There we go. Look at that. So they're building these machines here, not machines, these beautiful guards, and they've outsourced the process, and they're building them with 3D printers, and it's absolutely a fantastic deal. It's something that Boise State is doing for all the local hospitals. I'm really appreciative of that. This photo and this story came from, you guessed it, Boise Dev, my son's site. If you're not checking it out, it's a great place to get good, solid, unbiased, unpoliticized, unspeculative information about how crazy things are. Sometimes I think that this program is just Boise Dev very, very lighter. So, let's talk about the TP situation. This is my beautiful wife. I call her the toilet paper temptress. And I'm very proud of her. She works for health and welfare, and she's got a job, and she's in the front lines, folks. She's been coming home exhausted every night, and I get to cook for her. And one of the things that happened last night, I try to do these third over coffees, and I like to talk about the interaction with my folks, but really the only people I'm seeing are my dog and my wife, and maybe I did drive through yesterday and get a cup of coffee, so I'm not getting much interaction. But I cooked last night. I've been cooking almost every night, and one of the things that we do is I cook and my wife does the dishes, but she was wiped out. So I told her, I said, Belinda, I cooked tonight, but I was trying to be really considerate of the dishes. My wife is a brilliant woman, and she responded with, I hope that they appreciate that. So heard over coffee, the kitchen edition. I was considerate to the dishes, and my wife was hopeful that they would like them. So let's talk about the toilet paper thing. We're hearing a lot about flattening the curve. What we need to do is flatten the toilet paper curve. So people, please, please, don't buy 100 or 12. Buy you'll see that this is the entire haul that my wife got. It is, this is hard to do. It is 24 rolls. No, it's not even 24. It might be 12. That will last her and I for a long time, even though her husband might be full of the product needed. So let's flatten the toilet paper curve. In fact, let's flatten all the curves. Let's not hoard. Let's not panic. The stores have been full. I was in Fred Meyer's a couple of days ago. There was plenty of food. Now, it's true. If you need red beans, you may have to buy the gluten-free, non-fat, non-fat organic version of beans, but there's beans there. There's pasta. There's lots of milk. I found eggs. I found chicken. Beef seems to be in a little bit short supply, but it's probably because it takes a little while to get a cow through the system. Lots of pork. Pork is cheap. I bought a pork roast for something like $3 a pound. Pork must be easier to bring a pig to the market than it is. So, how cool is that? Absolutely. Hey, Mark, I'm wondering what's gross. Let me know. Mark Overgard says I'm being gross, and I wonder what it is I'm doing. So, yeah, absolutely. Flatten the curve. Flatten the curve in all things. Find a way to make. Ooh, I just found a way. Maybe I can make this a little better. Okay. I took it off HD, so my screen may not be as bright, but it will probably take less data. Let's see if that helps. I'm getting this tech stuff, guys. Sooner or later, this is going to be pretty good. So we've talked about flattening the toilet paper curve. Please, please, please do that. So what can you do for your local businesses like Jackson? One of the things you can do is if there is a delivery option and they're putting it on Facebook, we're living on Facebook, folks. I'm spending way more time than normal on Facebook. Share it. Move it forward. MFT, my friends, my family tradition. It's not an issue with my bathroom problem, Mark. I handle it just perfectly. Sorry about yours. So, my friends from MFT, they were. I'm gonna get rid of my wife here. Oh no, I lost my wife. They were. They posted that they are doing deliveries. So if you get a chance, please share forward something like that. Almost anything. All right, let's quit making toilet jokes, folks. I know I started it. Sorry. If you have a chance, you might. Oh, if you have a chance, you might look at the comments. They're kind of hilarious. You guys are doing a wonderful job without me. I'll just shut up and let the comments flow. Um, where was I? MFT. So if you get a chance to forward something on Facebook, there are several groups on Facebook that talk about what's going on and how you can help people. So again, the United Way has a whole bunch of ways to be helpful. You can volunteer virtually. We talked yesterday about maybe sending some money to your favorite charity, including maybe wandering over and sending a couple of bucks to your local your local humane society. Oh, I got to tell you, folks, this is the first time ever that I actually wished that I had a real job. Um, I can't say that I'm jealous of my wife because she's getting her butt kicked at work, but man, I'm running out of things to do. Thank you for watching me do this and having some people show up. So at least from 9:30 to roughly 10 o'clock, I have something to do. Is there anything you folks want me to talk about? Apparently, you don't want me to talk about my toilet issues, so I'm going to put her back out because I love her. uh, I'm gonna quit with the toilet paper temptress here probably tomorrow, but it's been really fun. One of the greatest things about all of this is I'm getting to spend more time with my wife and my dog, even the damn cats. Unfortunately, hey, no cat sightings today. How fantastic is that? So I don't have a lot to say today, guys. If there's something you'd like me to talk about, I'm running out of content. I'm running out of things to say. I don't have that much going on. I thought when I started this that I would get to talk about what I heard going on in my day, but pretty much my day is the walls of my house, and that's cool. I do have a cool announcement. I am now uploading all of these to my my YouTube channel. 6, 7 are I think 7 and 8 are already up, including the disaster of 8. That will be fascinating if you want to see it. I will keep working on all these tech issues. I don't really know how I can do to solve the router issue. I'm pretty close to it, but maybe if I turn it off before each show, that'll help. So, tell me what you want me to talk about. Would you like me to talk about photographs or tell you silly stories or I'm not a particularly good joke teller, as we can say, but I'm having a wonderful time doing this, and I appreciate the fact that a few of you are wandering along with me. I'm going to get out of here. I'm done rambling. This is David R. Day. I call these Heard Over Coffee. I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 Mountain Daylight Time. Got something you want me to talk about? Drop it into the comments or message me direct. Thank you all. This has been fun. I'll see you tomorrow. I need to figure this out better.